This is your girl AC from Radio 1 Market in Detroit with Dr. Ian Smith. No introduction really needed. How are you?
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for your time. So we have a couple of questions from the web. This is a web exclusive interview. We wanted to touch on Celebrity Fit Club first because that's where a lot of people know you visually from.
Sure.
Are there new seasons in works or what's going on with that?
Well, we just finished season 7. We just had our finale of season 7. Jamie Carroll from Project Runway just, outdid Kevin Federline and won the season. But that just ended a few weeks ago.
Right.
So now we're in between seasons, and so the way it works in reality TV is you wait until the network says we're going to greenlight the show.
Right.
So there could be a season 8, there may not be a season 8.
What are you feeling?
I don't know. It's hard to predict. The executives have different reasons for. The fans love the show. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
They love it. We had a really great cast. Maybe one of our strongest cast ever this season. They lost a ton of weight. They followed the diet great, but we'll see what happens.
Right. So with the mix of the personalities and then Harvey, of course, one of my faves. What was your most memorable experience that maybe the audience didn't get to see on the show?
I think that people really, I'm not sure if people really perceived how competitive Kevin Federline and Jamie Carroll were. I mean, these guys were neck and neck. We've never had a competition, the individual competition, so close. And these guys, off camera, were just at each other, not in a negative way, but they were just trying to outdo each other. They were both following my program, the 4-Day Diet. But, one would call me, then 10 minutes later, the other would call me trying to get advice, and one, can you give me a little something extra so I can lose more this week? So I think that I love the competitive spirit between those two, and I think it showed in their results.
Love it. Speaking about losing weight, the 50 million pound challenge, how's that going?
It's going great. 5.5 million pounds away, gone.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, 1.7 million people are registered, and about 50,000 teams on our website. So come check out 50millionpounds.com.
So how long do you feel that might take you to actually
Well, I don't know.
achieve?
We just signed CVS up as a partner. So CVS Pharmacy is our new sponsor. And their reach is tremendous, as you know. They have almost 7,000 stores in the country. And so I think that with CVS now as a sponsor and what we've already done, I think we can accelerate the weight loss because we get a lot more people in the program.
That'll be huge, especially in urban markets where they don't have grocery stores.
Absolutely.
Like Detroit.
Absolutely.
How's your experience been here?
Listen, I like Detroit. I'm always confused by Detroit. I think Detroit has such great potential. And it was a great city at one point, from an architectural standpoint, from a cultural standpoint, even from a business and economic standpoint. And I always feel wistful when I'm in Detroit because I feel like, it's an opportunity squandered. But the good thing is that the people here are very resilient in their spirit and their determination. And I think that with the right leadership, Detroit can turn it around.
Love it. Nice segue to your new book, called Happy. It's about turning your life around through diet, exercise, mind frame. Did you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. The subtitle, it's called Happy, Simple Steps to Get the Most Out of Life. And basically, what it is a book, a very small, easy book to read that gives you immediate strategies to change your life around. There's so many people who are suffering from depression, who are unhappy, leading to stress eating and emotional eating. And so I wanted to look at, the science says that we control 40% of our happiness. I wanted to see what we could do actually to make a difference. It's not about money, it's not about cars, it's not about how you dress or being socially accepted. It's about the things that you do. And so I think people's lives will be changed if they read this book because they'll realize they can find happiness even though they be in the middle of a very difficult situation. In between jobs, bad relationships, credit card debt. That stuff, is disappointing and difficult, but that should not stop you from being happy. And I think my new book will actually give people the steps they need to make it happen. So
for someone who feels like they have nothing to be happy for, how do they even start? They're like, I don't even have anything to work off of.
So it's not the way you ask that question is great because it's not about attaching your happiness to things. You say, what do you have to be happy about? That's what I mean. It's not about, being happy because you have a job, being happy because you got a promotion, or happy because you have a nice car. It's being happy because you have family that love you, you have relationships. It's being happy because you're doing good for other people. It's being happy because you enjoy things, simple things by the way, whether it be gardening, writing, painting. I mean, you can find happiness in so many things that are not materialistic. The problem in America is we attach our happiness to all these materialistic things and these external validators. Will someone like me or not like me? And allowing someone else to control your happiness is why so many people are unhappy.
Right. So you touch on, in your books, in your show, about exercise. So for somebody who hates exercising, and I will be the first to admit that is me, how do you turn that into a positive experience, or just get the ball rolling?
The first thing you do is walk. Just walk. Just take nice, leisurely walks in safe neighborhoods outside. But the other part of it is, instead of thinking about exercise as going to a gym, think about exercise more along the lines of physical activity. Participating in a sport you may enjoy. Maybe bike riding, playing volleyball, basketball, tennis. What kind of things can you do? Hiking. What kind of things can you do that you actually enjoy that will also increase your cardiovascular system's heart rate? That is a great way to make it fun. Also, doing it with friends or your family, doing it with others. But going by yourself to the gym for many is a chore, and psychologically they can't deal with that. So do group activities.
I love that. All right. This leads to a very interesting question we got from the web. More for the fellows, so I'll ask it for you. A lot of men wanted to know, could sex be replaced as going to the gym? The women don't like going to the gym, but that's a way for their woman, to start working out. How do you feel about that? Do you think that could be a replacement?
Well, the scientific answer is that sex is actually an extremely great exercise or great activity for calorie burning. It really is, I'm not kidding. It's an intense calorie burner. However, I don't like to say using that as a replacement. You know what I mean? Because the goal of exercise is not just to burn calories.
Right.
It's also to increase your heart rate. It's to increase your lung function.
Right.
It's to deal with your muscle toning and things of that sort. So it is a great thing to do in addition to. But as far as replacing, I wouldn't say it's a replacement. But if you're if you're in between routines, exercise routines, hey, not a bad idea.
Love it, and I agree. So that will definitely make you happy, as the book will increase your happiness. Transitioning to music, which makes a lot of people happy. What is in your iPod?
In my iPod?
If
You would laugh at me.
I probably won't.
I have Journey.
Okay.
I have Pat Benatar.
Okay.
I have Jason Derulo.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
I have some Lil Wayne, some Beyonce, Keisha Coles.
Very around the spectrum.
Oh yeah. Air Supply.
Love it.
Early Police.
Love it.
I like all kinds of artists, because some of the artists are from when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like Journey and Air Supply and Pat Benatar, Running with the Shadows of the Night. That's like old school, but I like Trey Songz. Trey Songz is good.
Yeah, he'll be here.
I mean, that's another thing. See, you said how can you exercise and have fun? I mean, if you went and danced literally for 35 minutes, but really danced, and my goodness, you would get a great burn. You could burn in 35 minutes up to 300 calories. Why not invest in your Hot 102 concert where you can burn some calories and hear some great music and see some beautiful people?
Love it. And on the weekends, you can pick up his book, Happy. I haven't got a chance to read it all because I just got it the other day. Thank you very much. You're locally in Detroit for a vacation. What's going on?
I wish it were vacation, but I'm here really to help people. I'd love people to come on out. I'm going to be at the DoubleTree Guest Suites Saturday morning from 10:30 to 5. We're doing things for sickle cell patients. So if you're a sickle cell patient or you know a sickle cell patient, come out tomorrow morning. And the first 75 people who get tested for iron overload, we're looking at people's iron levels, because one of the complications of blood transfusions, which sickle cell patients often need, is they build up iron in their body. And so we want to test people to make sure that they are getting proper care. Now, if the first 75 people who get their blood test tomorrow will get an autographed copy of my new book, Happy, Simple Steps to Get the Most Out of Life. So it's going to be a great day. It's free lunch, by the way. Free lunch, everything's free, so come on out. Free food? You better believe it.
You better get there.
Yeah, exactly. So come on out, have a good time, bring your family, and call your other friends who are sickle cell patients and tell them this is the place to be. 10:30 tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Love it.